Happy holidays, family, and thanks for joining us for another weekly episode of Lakers React, where we, the fans, we're fans.
Right.
We're going to react to our Los Angeles Lakers tonight. Now, it has definitely been a busy day, a
Right.
busy week in the land of the purple and gold. And to get this party started with me, I've got my guy Frankie in the building. How are you, sir?
I'm good, and I'm ready to get this show started with tons of feedback from our Laker family around the world.
Yeah.
Now, if you're new to Lakers React, we are constantly online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, having discussions about Laker news, highlights, rumors, and more. So from there, we get with you each week to share your comments and real fan reaction about the Los Angeles Lakers. So if you're ready, lady, let's get this party started.
I'm definitely ready. Let's go. After playing some magnificent basketball over the prior week, Laker fans looked at a road trip that seemed
Right.
very winnable for all three games, but that did not start off well going into Orlando. Now, looking back at Saturday, November 17th, the Los Angeles Lakers did head into Orlando to face the Magic, and it felt like luck was on their side.
Right.
That is after the Magic lost their star, Victor. Now, help me pronounce this man's
That's
last name.
Oladipo. Didn't you hear his new rap song?
I did not.
That new trap song. I need to get her up on game. Victor Oladipo is actually out there. New music. I was actually checking him out on Tidal. I'm guilty. But
Oladipo.
Yeah, Oladipo.
Okay. Victor Oladipo, early in the game after running into a cameraman, and honestly, even I thought it would be smooth sailing from there, especially after a fast start, but not so much. The Lakers will end up taking a loss that night, losing 130 to 117. Now, some highlights from the game included LeBron James scoring 22 points and 7 assists. Now, one glaring start that stood out from the game was Lonzo Ball scoring 0 points,
Big
0
donut,
points,
0.
0 points in 28 minutes. When checking in with you on whether you were tired of Ball, you guys had comments like this with Aditya. Am I saying that right?
I hope so. I hope so. He's coming up on the screen.
Okay. Now, this comment was saying that I feel like he's limited offensively because he's a horrible free throw shooter. So he ain't driving to the basket. He's settling way too much for threes and the mid-range off the pick and roll. Another comment supporting Ball came from Matthew saying, hell no, I like Lonzo. But not every fan had Lonzo's back, like Loco Moco saying, trade that blankety blank blank blank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that hurts. And then we had Nico Loco joking around saying, I want LeVar. Wow. Well,
Man, I definitely feel the feedback, but I don't know. With Lonzo being so young and it being early in the year with all the hype, I was waiting definitely to see what would come from Lonzo later in the road trip. And we'll definitely have more comments just like this regarding our young Lakers a little bit later in the show.
it wouldn't be long before the Lakers could get up and dust themselves off, turning around and heading down to South Florida on the 18th to face Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat in LeBron's old stomping ground. Now, this game would kick off at an early West Coast start time and also allow the Lakers a bit of an advantage with Goran Dragic. Dragic, my bad.
Yeah.
Don't want to butcher your brother's name. Goran Dragic and Dwayne Wade both being out of the game. Breaking down the game, this was a fairly easy win with LeBron taking control from the start to get the win with scoring 51 points in Miami with 113 to 97.
Yeah, that was a nice final score.
It was real nice. Another awesome performance. We asked the question when looking at LeBron's 44 points against Portland for his 51-point performance in Miami. Which game did you think was the most impressive?
Okay.
That's a big one. Most of you on Facebook were not so shy about chiming in. So when going to your comments on our Facebook fan page, you can find us at Lakers Reacts. And we have a comment from Eli J. And his vote for the performance, or his opinion about the performance against Portland, was that's the one to top off, that he passes Wilt on the score list. I just want to make sure I read that right.
Yep, you got it.
Okay. Another comment, checking out comments from Joshua Lazaro. He had this to say: against Portland is amazing. Almost a triple-double, like my boy Ice Cube say. Messed around and got a triple-double. Now, we're looking at comments from Harold. His vote was that Portland beat down, with a simple comment saying against Portland. We got some interesting people out there with some interesting comments. Okay. Looking at comments from another fan who was glad about LeBron's play is Andy. Now, Andy is saying, I'm just glad he finally unleashed the beast.
All right.
I've been waiting for him to just take over his team, which he has. Yeah, he was definitely in beast mode. I mean,
right.
51, come on, beast mode. Now, I couldn't help but laugh at this next comment with someone by the name of Joe saying, the one that's still coming, check.
All right.
Okay, you feel me, Joe? Now, when asking those to vote in Facebook, we asked the fans to vote by clicking the thumbs up for Portland's performance or the heart symbol for LeBron showing out in Miami. And hands down, the vote was in favor of the 44-point game in Portland, 55-6.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that game.
Definitely. Looking at the final game of the road trip, it would be all about the King returning home. That is where the Lakers took on the Cleveland Cavaliers in Cleveland on Wednesday nights. And the homecoming was amazing.
Right.
From a tribute video to a standing ovation by the fans in Cleveland, there was nothing but love in Cleveland for LeBron. Now, when it comes to the game, it was definitely exciting, with the Lakers even getting down until LeBron hopped back in the game as a spark plug to get the Lakers offense going. And although it was tight in the end, the Lakers would prevail over the Cleveland Cavaliers 109-105. Excuse me. Now, of course, prior to the game, we always chat online with you, the fans, about things going on with the Lakers. And one consistent thing that I saw throughout groups and responses to our posts was the disappointment in the play of Brandon Ingram and LB, Lonzo Ball. That is where we posed the question online with our social media fans reacting to harshly to the performance of young Lonzo and Brandon. When checking out your responses, here's what you guys had to say. Danny Farr came to us with this comment saying, don't matter what anyone thinks, it's about winning, which is happening now. True that. We also had Jay Arnett voicing his opinion by saying, Erzo, that's interesting, needs to go. Not worried about BI right now, but if they can trade him in a package for Anthony Davis, better do it quickly before another team jumps. Eli J came through with these comments saying, yes, way too soon. They are just 21. They are not 25 years old yet. Give them some more room to grow. I agree with you, Eli J. Give them some time. We also had Antoinette coming through saying, I think both are very great basketball players, and the Lakers' future 2 draft picks both have 2 great basketball players. Okay, I feel you on that. We also had Sherwin with this comment saying, Ingram always been a slow starter.
Right.
He gets better as the season goes along. You know what? And I agree with that 100%. Once he gets warm up, Daddy can go. So I am definitely feeling the feedback. As far as me, I definitely think it's too soon to give up on Brandon or Lonzo. For example, just looking at Lonzo's performance against the Cavaliers, in just 36 minutes, he had 15 points, along with 7 rebounds and 6 assists.
Good game.
I agree. Brandon was right there with him, scoring 14 points in 36 minutes as well. So I think they are on their way to being very productive basketball players. We just got to give it some time, guys. It's going to get there.
Right. Well, more to come. All right, all right, all right. So, of course, being a professional sport in the NBA, where you are looking for some of your favorite athletes around the league, you may have to question, where are they today? The same even goes for some of those stars that have been in the league for a while, including Carmelo Anthony. This week, Carmelo's stint in Houston has come to an end, as the team will release Anthony at some point. The crazy thing is Carmelo has been at the top of the league for so long, only in recent years to bounce around the league. Yo, it felt like it was just yesterday when Carmelo, was in Denver forcing his way out to be the king of New York.
Yeah.
After time there, things slowly fell apart, only for him to be traded to OKC. Things didn't work out with Westbrook and Paul George, and they traded him to the Hawks. After the Hawks bought him out, Houston picked him up, and now at the beginning of the week, he's a man without a team again.
Wow.
Now, one thing I will say is, after the news broke, when listening to commentary from Shaquille O'Neal on TNT, Shaquille suggested that Carmelo should head to the Los Angeles Lakers. Of course, hearing that and the rumors, we went to the fans to find out what they thought about Carmelo suiting up for the purple and gold. Kicking things off, Dawrick said no, because that would mess with the growth of the young guns. When checking out comments from Amir, he said it would mess up the whole team. He's a cancer for chemistry and too selfish. That's harsh right there, boy. Now, somebody on board with bringing Melo to the Lakers was Roland, who had 3 simple words saying, yes, why not? Also, somebody who was a little now optimistic was Eli J, commenting maybe with the Lakers, he could make a comeback. Kind of optimistic there. Yeah. Eli J always coming through. And then finally, Tino said he might start playing better. So some more optimistic comments there. I mean, as for me, I think I'm going to stay on the positive side. I mean, I have not lost all faith in Melo, and I just think it's really about the right fit at this point in his career. With LeBron on his side, I think sky is the limit. But what about you, Rochelle?
Well, right now, I think we have a good thing going. But if we are going to play muscle ball, I think Melo might be a good fit. There's been, lulls in our game where scoring could be a hair factor, along with our youth learning to play defense and help. I mean, at this point, what do we have to lose with people like Zubac going back and forth to the D League? And will they ever pan out or not? I say give Melo a shot, but I'm a little crazy and willing to gamble on a cheap contract at this point. So that's kind of where I stand.
So I think you meant to say you think they have a good thing going, but why not take a gamble, right?
Why not?
I mean, yeah, okay. Works for me.
Coming into the 2018-2019 season, after the acquisition of LeBron James, Laker fans had their hopes very high that we will quickly be back on track to our winning ways. Specifically speaking, when you look at one Laker player that many thought would thrive next to LeBron James, coming out of the draft as a number 2 pick behind Ben Simmons, the expectations were already high, and now that he would be paired with a legendary baller like LeBron, James lovers of the purple and gold would be sky's the limit with expectations of his gameplay. The challenge this season is playing next to a legendary icon. Takes time for adjustment, but that won't stop anybody who
the critics.
It's not going to stop anybody who break down the game from providing their feedback. For example, Zach Lowe of ESPN, in a feature story on Bleacher Report, he said that, in other words, Ingram is either taking blah shots after slithering around picks or making unproductive passes. He's barely snagging rebounds. He needs to do more stuff. Add forgetting about shooters in the half court to Ingram's list of transgressions as well. So that is where we go into the question. Are you as a fan disappointed with the player Brandon Ingram this season? Sharing some of your feedback on Facebook, a commenter by the name of Sharon had this to say: Ingram usually plays better as the season goes along. So No need to hit the panic button. I agree. Moving on to some more of your comments, Antoinette Montoya had this to say. Brandon Ingram is playing great basketball. Okay. Checking out some feedback from William Whitmore. He had a little to say on Brandon Ingram by saying, he takes good shots. Some of them just aren't falling. Looking at the comments from Eddie, Eddie is saying, yes, let's trade this fool. That's a bit harsh. But our final comment comes from Roderick. Now, he is going hard at Zach Lowe's comment, saying, Zach Lowe is a Celtics shill that has always hated on the Lakers. Blank him, the F-bomb. You know, I can't get into all that. Blank him and that clown network he works for. Ooh, he's mad. Okay. So, for those of you that are watching and listening, those are some comments from the fans. Frankie, just go ahead and give me your thoughts on the player Brandon Ingram so far this season. I need to know what you're feeling and
all right.
What you're talking about with BI.
Now, you know, we don't hold back as fans. I just think with this comment, I'm going to have to defer to the comments of Magic Johnson on the Los Angeles Lakers gameplay overall. I just think it is too early to tell. Listen, anytime you play next to a legend like LeBron James, there's going to be an adjustment period. As crazy as it sounds, although Ingram measurables are through the roof, he is still not even grown into his body. So just like his body is still adjusting to this game, it's going to take time for Brandon to adjust during this season as well. So adjustments for the entire Lakers squad was something we'll have to get used to, playing with LeBron, watching these games as everybody shines at Staples. Passing judgment right now is way too premature, and maybe around All-Star game, we can see what his numbers are and then have a better sample size to really critique his gameplay for the season overall. That's just me. I'm feeling, let's give it some time.
Right. I feel it. Now, what would basketball be without rumors flying here and there and everywhere? So this week, another story that was hot.
Woj, always causing drama.
Yep, mentioning the fact that the Washington Wizards were close to wanting to blow it up, and All-Stars Bradley Beal and John Wall being on the trading block. When something like this comes up, there are going to be hate stories in Baltimore. For example, on Bleacher Report, they suggested that the Lakers get involved in the mix with a trade where Los Angeles Lakers would receive Bradley Beal, Thomas Bryant, Jeff Green, in exchange for the Washington Wizards receiving Michael Beasley, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram. Now, when I saw this story, I was already shaking my head, but I decided to ask you your thoughts online. Needless to say, there was no shortness of feedback online. For example, when I posted on Facebook, the reaction included comments like this from Senju, who said, I will not agree if Lakers lose the ability of the young players. Looking at another comment from Tico, he was worried about the size of Wall's current contract, saying, John Wall's contract is huge.
Yeah, he does have a pretty, he's getting paid nice in Washington. We'll say that for sure.
Right. Nice is the word. Now, next on our post on Real Laker Fans Worldwide, Edgar said, Lakers should go this trade. Lonzo and KCP or Rondo with a counter offer, while John said no, giving up too much young talent for players that lose in the playoffs. I am definitely not feeling the Bleacher Report offers. I mean, yes, it would be nice to have John Wall or Bradley Beal, but I can't honestly say I would give up as many players as Bleacher Report was suggesting.
No way.
Well, that's why we're fans. We get to voice our opinion and have fun, of course, right here on Lakers React.
Lakers React. Yeah.
Getting you ready for another week of Los Angeles Lakers basketball. The schedule is packed. Now, kicking off tonight against the Utah Jazz, visiting the Staples. Sunday brings us an afternoon game where we will have a rematch against the Orlando Magic, who will be coming to Los Angeles. Then on Tuesday, we have another road game in our sights as we head out to Denver to face the Denver Nuggets. Finally, before we come back to you, the Los Angeles Lakers will host the Indiana Pacers at the Staples next Thursday night in what I am sure will be a dog fight in the Mile High. So that is our schedules with 4 games coming your way with plenty of Los Angeles Lakers basketball.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Woo.
Woo, it's been a crazy show.
Been a very crazy show, folks, and right here on Lakers React, we had an amazing time. Now, let's put some reminders out there. If you want to get in on the conversation, please follow us on Facebook at Lakers React.
Right.
When you comment on posts throughout the week, your comments may be shared right here on our show.
Right.
So, you feel me?
I'm feeling you.
Go ahead with the final words, my brother.
Oh, me? Okay. Look, I just want to say thanks to everybody who supports us throughout the week. There are a ton of major groups and fans online that we couldn't do this pretty much without, so definitely got to show some love there to Worldwide Liquor Gang for Life, the team over there, and everything they do. I also have to send a shout out to Pilipinas Lakers Nation, Real Lakers fans worldwide, Purple City Gold Gang, Go Lakers, hashtag Go Lakers, Lakers Nation United, Purple and Gold Reign, and the list goes on and on of all the folk helping to keep this conversation flowing. Look, it's going to be another great week of Los Angeles Lakers basketball.
Yep.
I am ready to get up out the studio and continue my Black Friday shopping. So I got to get it in a little bit before this Utah Jazz game tonight. I might have to watch that on my league pass, but I'm definitely ready. So y'all have a great week, and we will see you next week on Lakers React. But before that, look forward to seeing you online.